We see here, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. And this is odd because what won't be naturally spoken in our society or even on the pulpit, what preachers won't usually get into, is the fact that peace is a huge problem. Peace is a very big problem. And some of you are going through your minds like, how on earth can peace be a problem by definition? It's a problem globally, socially, relationally, and personally. Peace is a huge problem because it is something we all genuinely desire, unless you're a sociopath, in which we're praying for you. It's something that we all generally desire, but we all have different views on how to attain it. Okay, so peace is something that we all want. We all really desire. Every culture, every society, every nation wants peace, but Pakistan's view of peace and our view of peace is different, is it not? Germany's view of peace and Indonesia's view of peace is different, is it not? Russia and Syria, their views of peace are different, are they not? And so we see that peace is a huge problem because by definition, if there's two opposing viewpoints, that creates conflict. Conflict being the antithesis of peace. So we see that peace in and of itself causes conflict. And that's so weird to think about philosophically, theologically. It's weird to grasp this concept that a pursuit of peace will naturally produce conflict. A pursuit of peace will naturally produce conflict, and it's a problem because we all desire it. So, to know the goal, which is peace, it says, blessed are the peacemakers. What is God's definition of peace? How does God describe peace? He describes it as, many times in the Bible, as shalom. Many of you have heard shalom, right? It can be a greeting, and it also means peace. Shalom means peace, and it's defined, and it signifies a state of national or personal harmony between two parties. Okay? National or relational harmony between two parties. Peace. Okay? So this can mean between God and man and man, church and society, church and state, harmony between two parties. That is shalom. That is the peace that Jesus is speaking about. The peace between two parties, the harmony between two parties. When Jesus says, blessed are the peacemakers, he's saying, blessed are those who pursue mended relationships between two parties. Whether it be God and man or man and man. It can be both. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Peacemaking signifies an action. And many times us as Christians, or even if you're not Christian, a lot of the times our definition of peace may to be not to engage in certain activities. Many times our pursuit of peace is actually a lack of pursuit, meaning that we kind of sit back and let society do its thing, and us Christians aren't supposed to engage. We're not supposed to be in the culture. We're not supposed to be entrenched in the politics. We're not supposed to be entrenched in all of these things. We're not supposed to go into the public schools. We're not supposed to do A, B, and C. We're not supposed to engage in society. If we separate ourselves enough, maybe us Christians will have peace. But those aren't the blessed ones. That's blessed are those who avoid conflict, not who pursue peace. Avoiding conflict does not equal peace. Peace is something that we seek. Peace is something that we seek. Peacemakers are those who are looking for healed relationships. Relationships between people and people, God and people, society and people, etc. These are the peacemakers. And we as Christians are to see the world around us as one gigantic peace project. One gigantic peace project. This is how we view our world, as just this project in which we pursue to mend and build and restore and renew society.